Use your first Doom. I'm coming right back with my Abyssal Blade BKB around it. We'll see. But I like the idea of like the black, maybe Quas. Let's see. He's picked up his early Notali. Could well be that Quas Wex build. Go for the Ghostwalk Orchid. You let Super kind of be your one position. Although he's going aggressive. Do we see an aggressive tri-lane here? From Vici, it looks like.
I don't... It's possible. I like teams, like we saw LGD last game, going offensive tri-lane when you have a Tide Hunter is really good, because Tide does so well in 1v1 matchups, and he's almost always against melee heroes, because so many of those offlane heroes are melee, be it like your Centaur, your Doom. So this game, it wouldn't be too bad. You get the Tide vs Doom matchup we had last game, and it looks like that's where Ice is headed, up top, and he's going to get that 1v1 matchup. Unfortunately,
there's no Doom there. Doom's bottom.
Sneaky, sneaky. Maybe? Is Sylar going to go offlane? Yeah, Sylar's, I think, going offlane.
Wow, that's still fine for
nice dodge.
For Tide. I mean, he'll still do fine against a Weaver, but Weaver Skywrath, not so much.
We'll see if Skywrath actually stays top or not. He's maybe just doing some warding, and we'll join the tri-lane vs tri-lane affair at bottom.
And if it's a Doom dual lane bottom, Doom Sand King can be... Well, good news is for Vici, they've gotten into the Sand King's jungle. They dropped down their Obs ward already. The Radiant Observer did see them make this move, but it didn't... Actually, they should have seen the ward leave his inventory, so they may even know exactly where this is.
And for LGD, just knowing what lanes are coming their way, they can decide what they want to do, whether they want to keep Skywrath top, harass mid a bit, go bottom.
Man, that's Sand King hate, but do they actually have sentries is the question. Sentries aren't Faith.
Yeah.
He's already dropped one, though. He's trying to block... Yeah, this is one of those spite games, you know? Just rather than try to deward yard camps, just block the enemy.
I mean, so Sand King can always catch up, and it's just a sentry blocking his big camp on the far left, so he can still stack that after like the 3-4 minute mark.
Which is that's the main camp you want to be stacking. It's just the safest one to farm.
He's not going to want to stack it until at least like 2 to 3 minutes, so it's not going to slow him down too much. He's actually going to get the solo XP to start things off when Doom goes looking for a big creep. Problem is, there's no big creep. There's no creeps at all for him.
Actually, 0 camps have spawned. They got the illusion rune.
Yeah, that's fun times. Sandstorm, what is this MMY? Sandstorm harass. Tide actually ended up bottom, so Vici Gaming seemed to have changed their mind about the lanes they wanted. They figured out that LGD were going to dodge the offensive tri-lane, so they send Tide bottom.
This is not going to be good for LGD top. One lift or stun and Sylar, if they have any detection, will just die. They do not have dust for now, though. No sentries either.
So, dual lane versus tri-lane top, the Brew versus Invoke mid. This will be the farmy, no one really dies mid lane kind of matchup that we're used to seeing. And
Black is doing well so far. Already up to 5 CS.
Yeah. And Ice should do fine against the dual lane. So for Vici Gaming, they've got a tri-lane versus a dual lane where they've got a lot of killing potential, and a solo versus a dual lane at bottom where Ice Anchor Smash against 2 melees, he's pretty happy.
Yeah. What is MMY going to do here? That zoning Sandstorm? I mean, I guess.
Sky has a sentry, so he may look to deward some of these big camps. We'll see where and which he looks to do that.
Getting this Obs would be huge. Otherwise, that one big camp's going to be blocked for ages. And I think they saw it drop down too. Faith. Oh, maybe they weren't clicking his inventory the second. Let's find out.
He's got this sentry. He's got to use it somewhere. He's going to check the rune first.
Yeah, he might not actually be going for a deward yet.
Alright, so bottom line, this Tide versus Doom. We're just seeing Dooms get crushed by Tide, game after game, apparently.
Yeah, especially when you don't get a creep. Alright, they're gonna find it. That's big. Of all the wards to find, obviously getting the sentries wouldn't be that useful at this point, but...
Yeah. That also gets rune vision, so it's a pretty important D-ward.
They still have one up top, so they still have some rune vision, but yeah, this will make life a lot harder for Ice bottom lane bats.
Yep. Sylar he took the haste rune, does a little pull through here, and this is just going to pull the wave back for him because he's up against. Actually, no, they cancel it. Nicely played by the Vici supports. Sylar's having a rough time, and he TP's bottom, so they really don't want this Doom vs Tide matchup, and with good reason. This could be a kill.
He got really aggressive there, just diving to the enemy tier 1 tower, taking a lot of damage. The chase is on. Skywrath not going to be able to get in range for one more arcane bolt, and it looks like he might live. He will turn with the Anchor Smash into lie, dropping very quickly. Sunstrike, kaboom! See you later.
And he's got Salve Tangos. He's going to be full HP.
Well, he did the math, gods. He did the math.
All right. That extra duration on the Weaver Swarm, I thought maybe the Doom could be the Tide could be in some trouble there, but Kraken damage block? Oh baby, that stuff is strong.
It shows you how weak their dual lane was at first, though, that he was playing that confident. I think he was slightly caught off guard by the Scarlet Weaver showing up, but he handled it well.
Yep.
And now they're going to roam on bottom. They are not going to let this Weaver farm, it looks like.
They follow him wherever he goes. The Doom trying to jungle, but there's not many jungle camps left from you. Find a medium camp that's been double stacked, which is a nice bit of farm, but that's all he's really got. And Sanking probably going to look to stack this big camp. He would have loved to have scattered out this smoke gank, but I think we're going to maybe see this Weaver in a bit of trouble.
Level 5 already on Ice. That's going to be a very fast Ravage. Vici Gaming backs against the wall. Can they pull off that reverse all kill? Well, take it one game at a time here. Just try and continue to accrue a lead in this game number 3.
The smoking for them fails though. They just tried to walk in casually and they had dust, but they couldn't even get a telekinesis or a fire blast off.
And now they'll be spotted. So LGD know exactly what they're up to. In good news, MMY is still the saddest Sand King ever. Not a single stack in the jungle to his name. Well, actually, he does have the one stack here, but Vici are also occupying
He's about to be level 3 with actual farm loot. Compared to FY, he's level 1 with nothing.
That's true.
Ogre's also level 1 though.
They should really go steal this Sand King stack. I think they saw it when they walked by.
As sad as this Sand King may be, not having his stacks, like he's in a much better position than the direct supports.
They are very far.
It's a bit of a worry having 2 supports level 1 still and no...
And it's a Rubik and Ogre. These heroes need their levels.
Ogre leeches level 2 off mid lane, but...
Yeah, I fully agree. That is a very big worry. If they could steal this Sand King stack, that would really turn things around, though. And they have the perfect hero to do it in the Tidehunter, with Ravage as well. He could just walk in and clear that out.
Yeah, doesn't have the knowledge and detection, I guess. And MMY, he's got the 2 in the Sandstorm, so he'll start farming this ASAP. I guess from Tide's point of view, it's like, well, I've got this lane at bottom lane where I'm not being zoned out, so why would you go into the jungle? But
as a result, MMY now has the level 3 Sandstorm, and this is going to be big trouble.
Yep.
From level 2.5 a minute ago, now going to hit like level 4 plus 4.5 with this.
So this is where these warding expeditions where you go block either a Sand King or Enigma's jungle, like it seems to like only work marginally. It doesn't actually shut down these heroes at all. They catch up, just like they're some of the fastest jungle farmers, they catch up so fast because of that very reason.
Super looking for a jump in here on In July, maybe, but yeah, it's a level 1 Rubik. What are you going to do?
Got his Midas, I think. Actually buys his Gloves of Haste back at base. He needs to sell that. There we go. He sells it and he'll buy it from the side shop. He'll buy it from the side shop. He knows what he's doing. Took him a second to realize.
Wow, that's a second wasted. You can't get that second back. Didn't miss the CS, though. Yeah, Midas online. And, oh
wow, solo kill with the Ravage. Weaver goes down to Ice.
That's big. They needed that.
Yeah, Vici, they're the only ones with kills, but it still feels like LGD are just farming that little bit better. The lanes are actually being won by Vici Gaming, though, as far as CS goes. They've got the top 3 farmers.
And you mentioned how underleveled their supports are, but their 3 cores are just wrecking face right now. All 3, 30 plus CS, 0 heroes plus 30 CS on Vici.
Yeah.
They do have the Sand King, who's kind of your X Factor, but MMY will have to be. He's up to 1,200 gold now. It'll be a fast blink for the Sand King.
They want to get a kill with Primal Split mid, it looks like.
Yeah, in biz right now.
Scarith on the low ground. Ogre Magi, I'm pretty sure sees him, so we'll see what they can make of it. The fact that Scarith is there in such like an kind of aggressive position kind of signals that Yao was here, and I think they even maybe saw Yao pick up the Cinders.
Wow. Black either knows or just suspects, but either way, he ain't moving.
Yeah. I think Yao just needs to
they're gonna get
that this isn't working.
They're gonna get double Midas. Pretty big for Vici Gaming. I love this Midas pickup on the Wraith King in particular. I've seen a fair number of one-position Wraith Kings just go for the early Tread Blink, but I feel it's just so important when you're up against Doom, and you really want to have the level. You always want your ult up, and so getting that level 3 ult as quickly as possible will be exceptionally important in this game.
Alright, I think definitely the right build, and if you can just farm towards the late game, stuff like Brewmaster Primal Split will kind of get just weakened and powered the longer this game goes, and we'll see if Sylar goes through Midas as well. He's farming nowhere near as fast as some of these other core heroes are, and that death really hurts him as well in this bottom lane. Yeah, compare this to, was it last game where he was on the Weaver and just had like absolute free farm, super fast Midas. Oh wait, that was Black, but yeah, this is nothing like the performance Black had earlier, just under a lot more pressure, and hey, credit to Ice. He struggled a bit in the first 2 games, but he's delivering big time here in game number 3. Yeah. Sand King will keep farming, he's going to stack things up, and no Mud Golems going his way, so it's his lucky day. But here comes the rotation in the jungle. FY and Fenrir Have hit level 3 on the Rubik all of a sudden. He gets hit by Concussive Shot, pull back onto the Doom, but the silence is there. The Sunstrike gonna hit in July. That's a lot of damage, but MMY gets a nice 2-hero Fire Strike. He's looking for the kills here. The Doom goes out on Black, and that's gonna be a dead Invoker. No deny possible, and Fenrir now should be chased down. Sylar gonna get the kill, and this is gonna help him catch up.
Ice is Ravage, but there's a Brew split to prevent the TP out. They might have to blow this Ravage for nothing, or just gonna, I thought maybe he'd go for these other heroes, but they're all full HP.
He farms the Centaur.
They needed to fight. They needed to fight with the Tide there instead of just 3 heroes running in. Just a good choke point for LGD to catch them out. Pulling the Doom in was definitely not the right move, but I don't think they realized LGD had 3 heroes already in position until it was too late.
Good Doom, great Fire Strike, and LGD, it's having that high ground advantage. Often when you're trying to gank the Raging Jungle going up high ground, you're praying that there's only 1 hero there waiting. If there's 2 or 3, it backfires so badly. And LGD just happened to be like dual jungling in that spot.
Yeah, the other option is to go for the wraparound from the lane, which is safer, but it takes a lot longer and is more likely to be scouted out.
It was unfortunate. Like, Doom was jungling the big camp on the left side, and Sanking was on the right side doing his sandstorm
and July getting bullied here by Super. He's gonna go. Oh, now he wants to back.
Yeah, that Wraith 5 blast cooldown.
He's just patrolling around. Hey, come at me, Skyrat. I dare ya. Well, that means MMY has a very fast blink now, and he's level 7. Rubik, level 4. They're gonna need to catch FY up this game. So they'll need a farmed Rubik, I feel, to get them through this mid game. Vici now smoked. They have the Ravage. They'll look for a kill here, but getting Faith isn't that big of a deal. It's more if they can take the tower on the back of this.
Yeah. That's as much the priority as killing Faith. They'll take the Faith kill though, prevent themselves. Sunstrike Fire Blast, Wraith Fire Blast, and Tide gets the kill.
See ya.
Easy peasy.
Huh? Still not too bad for Vici. They now have 1,400 gold on their Tide. He'll be getting some impact item. What do you think in this game? Blink? Mech? Something unconventional?
Wraith King maybe goes blinkers instead, but I don't know. I think he's saving up money. Looks like we'll just see a blink. It's a good game for a blink. Being able to catch heroes like Sanking or Brewmaster who have Primal Split or fast escapes, you need to catch by surprise with a blink dagger maybe.
Okay. I can get I mean, it's never bad.
It's kind of it's just like whether you want the blink now or later. Like the mech just kind of, I mean, slows it down, but obviously with some benefit.
Yeah, of course you always want it. So at the same time, what will LGD look for here? They've got their own blink dagger now. Momoya, he's gonna go in with it. He buys it from the side shop, insta blinks in onto FY. See you later. Very nice Ice in though. Counter Ravage, Sunstrike's there. It will squish up that bug. Now looking for the Scorpion Man too. It's a hasted Tide. He manages to blink out. He's still gonna pursue into the tree line. MMY can go. He wants to Burrow Strike and then through the trees. But Ice will retreat out. There will be another Sunstrike in 15 if he wants to go for some YOLO plays. But very tough when it's a Sankey or the blink.
Blinking, Burrow Striking, Sanking back to Fountain. That would be something if Black.
He'll be juking a little bit.
Let's
slightly nervous.
He's taking.
They're actually going to get vision of him. Maybe he's walking back into the dire ward. He smokes.
Oh, they smoke.
Oh, they don't know where he is now, though, and he was given bottle charges, so they can't go for the Sunstrike play. But they at least know about this smoke.
Yep. That should be enough to prevent anyone going down here. They're maybe going to see these ancients that have been stacked up.
Oh, that would be big if they can deny them, and there is currently no Ravage. The Brew Split's ready to rocky roll. Smoke's gonna break, Blinkin. Clap onto FY. I don't think Yao realized he was there. Then he backed off. MMY into the trees. Ice will prevent him from getting involved. Now Yao, focus, Sunstrike, mass chain stun. The burst is there, and down she goes. Big pick off on your Brew. Yao blinked in, and I'm pretty sure, Gods, he clapped. He's like, oh, wait, I blinked the wrong way. There was someone the other direction breaking the smoke. And he's like, oh, wait, I actually hit someone, but too late.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. And the Sanking actually did run to the Tide, which was kind of problematic for Sanking. Something like, I don't really want to fight you.
Otherwise, he could have set up a huge epi burrow and taken down 2 or 3 there, possibly. That was very fortunate, or good positioning for my Ice anyway.
So Silo Wit did go back for a Midas after his Ring of Health. It's kind of late Midas, but not too big a problem. He's duking it out with Ice, pops a time lapse, but just using that to throw a bit of harass and heal himself up.
FY will manage to scrounge a pair of Arcane Boots up. He's still pretty poor by FY standards, but well, if he can just manage to farm that Blink Dagger, that's really the only item he needs to make plays this game.
Good start to game 3 for Vici Gaming. They're just looking at the net worth. They've got the 3 top farmers, and Wraith King and Invoker by a pretty good margin as well. So LGD, the comeback mechanic has to be these Blink Daggers, but we haven't seen successful Blink Primal Splits, Blink Epicenters, anything along those lines from the Sanking and the Brewmaster, and they're going to go for another smoke. These smoke ganks need to work. This one does not get scanned by Observer, but Vici Gaming know LGD want to fight with these Blinks, so they should be playing pretty conservatively regardless.
MMY gonna set up a ward here in the Roach pit. He'll now chill there. He'll blink up to the high ground. He knows there's nobody in range to reveal him, and he's just gonna prep for this jump in bottom lane. They've got a Bruce split, so they want to commit everything on Ice. Well, they better do it quick, because he's already gone in. He'll assassinate your Weaver first, even if he goes down. So what? He's already used Ravage. He's gotten a kill on the Midas Weaver. He'll anchor smash, fight through this Bruce split. He might go down eventually. Maybe. That anchor smash just doing work. Another anchor smash. He's taking literally no damage. They might even manage to keep him alive here. Another anchor smash. Well, Bruce coming back. Has enough life to get the kill. Now they're going to Doom Black behind the tower. He's chased out. Dropping low to this. A few more auto tech should be enough. The Doom's going to take him down, it looks like. Maybe not with that Quas Orb. Will they have to deny him? He might just survive. He ticks down to the final Doom tick.
So close.
And now MMY looks for his retreat. But FY's here to greet him. Zap. Yeah. Drop. Smack. Steals the Sandstorm.
That's one way to do it.
Got him. Well, they did lose their Invoker and their Tidehunter, but still, again, squishing the bug.
Yeah. We're doing okay. No team fight recap, just the Sankin kill there, but we'll see. It looked like it was somewhat Vici Gaming safe. The kills on the Weaver, time and time again, does Wraith Fire Blast at mid. They can also change that. No multicast, so not needed. The multicast of the Fire Blast. I think he multicasted Ignite. Super though.
There's no Wraith King mana. He doesn't have his ultimate. Use those stick charges. Oh, he used it a bit too early. Then he had 5 more stick charges, but didn't pop it. Like he popped it too soon, so he didn't have enough mana. That's costly.
Okay, a 1-for-1 trade there is okay. It's Radiant favored, but it's still this Weaver kill. Who's shutting down Silo is generally a good way to beat this LGD team. So we'll see if that's going to be enough. Doom went for an arcane mech type play, so he's going more utility.
That's actually a big. I feel that's a concern for LGD. Like trading now when your Doom's not gone for the greedier build.
Yeah.
And this Wraith King is getting fat. That's a worry because you imagine a game where this Wraith King has a bunch of items later on, it looks like Super Will, and you've only got the single Doom to deal with him. You're not killing him twice. Let alone, and he'll always have that ult up, so.
And you don't have the best line for kiting him around either, so I guess Weaver's to some extent good there.
Yeah, Weaver's good at kiting Wraith King, but just look at all the lockdown, right? They're gonna go in mid. Looks like they lost the Scarth Mage, that Wraith King top lane, but mid, they'll jump in, they'll assassinate your Ogre.
Ogre first, and now get to work in this tower maybe as Devour onto some forward spirits. And, doesn't seem like too much more will come of this. Not the best pushing lineup. They can zone heroes away from the tower to try help their push with the Brewmaster threat of a blink from the split, but actual damage under the tower is somewhat missing for them.
And that's where having the other thing is not having a farm Weaver really hurts them because there are a lot of like big cooldowns. Not just the Doom, but the Brew split, the Epi. If you have a hero with 2 lives, maybe they have an Aegis, so they have 3 lives on the Wraith King or 2 lives on the Invoker, then they use all that combo, all those combos, and then you have nothing for round number 2 if the Weaver's not farmed, and Sylar's not getting farmed, gods.
Yeah, he's still in catch-up mode. Treads, Ring of Health, he's probably going to go for a Lincoln Sphere, but I guess even just blocking like a Telekinesis or Wraith Fire Blast initiation could save his life. And on the Vici side, you've got a super farmed Invoker. Black almost has a Necro 3.
Double smoke.
Okay.
Uh-oh. LGD might even get the high ground jump on them. They're going to go in on Sylar. They're trying to bait him. Well, he is bait, but it doesn't work. Ravage comes through. Yao went for the clap first. Doesn't get off his split. Now Cold Snap trying to split desperately. He will manage to get it off. They turn this one. They do Black. The Burrow Strike was stolen by FY, though he comes roaring through. Keeps his team in the fight. They'll lose the Weaver and the Sand King. FY already making his plays even before he gets a blink. Black still alive, the Doom wearing off, and this is just not good enough for LGD. MMY, that's a buyback. That's a dieback for him. They're going to lose more. In July on the run. It's looking disastrous here for LGD.
Sunstrike will land, and in July gets put down. Another Fire Strike in Rubik.
That stolen burrow really turned. They might have broken even there, but with the stolen burrow, it was a clean win.
Very decisive win there. It was a 4-0 in the end. The Sand King dying twice and a 3,500 gold swing.
Oof. And they might. So they get Roche now. They've got Wraith King. No points of blood loss.
Exalt Invoker. He's got Necrobook. He didn't actually use his Necrobook in the fight because he was
really?
doomed.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. He was doomed.
So couldn't summon it, and he's going to wait till the Necro 3 arrives and probably pop it out. Yep, there we go. And
easy.
Just this, yeah. Sand King and Doom both dead, so no way.
They couldn't even like TP smoke here fast enough.
It's a reincarnation still. That was even close at the end.
is under attack.
Train wreck for LGD. They have Vici Gaming on the ropes coming into this game. Still, even with the loss here, they'll have that 2-1 lead, so no reason to panic if you're an LGD fan, but more importantly, I think for Vici, it's just at least getting some momentum for once, because it's just been all LGD all the way thus far. And I guess you could say LGD come into this with a lot of momentum, having to fight through that lower bracket finals here first, taking down Newbie to get here, and it had been, what, 4 wins in a row for them coming into this game?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Looking for a jump in top lane for LGD on Super, but he has Reincarnation. At the same time, Vici very close to Sylar bottom.
They can always TP to these tier 1s as well, and, well, he blinks out of there anyway to be on the safe side. So, bottom lane, Weaver, Invis up, and you just get out these 2 supports.
They're just so far away, though, to do anything.
Yeah, I don't see him getting kills off of this. Ogre doesn't have a TP, though. And FY, he's got Pyro Strike, so he X hasn't escaped. They see Sylar now, so...
He might. Do they see this courier coming?
I think Ogre Rubik just needs
Sylar's looking to snipe the courier. I believe he got eyes on him.
He's gone in for the fact that he used the Doom set. Super's got Reincarnation, so he's not exactly a good Doom target.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, that's a dead Doombringer. The Sword Surge helping him out a little bit stay alive. Pyro Strike's going to proc the Reincarnation.
They really want to proc that Reincarnation. It's still not happening. Super's going to blink it again. Come at me. He gets the slow on 2. Ice his Ravage now. Cancels the TP. On to Faith you go. Gush onto MMY. He'll try to Burrow Strike into the trees. Has the blink. It looks like a live, but again, 3 heroes dead. Is that Weaver also ended up falling in the
Ogre and Rubik.
Maybe they got a. They might have needed a multicast, yeah.
Yeah, plus
Burrow, lift, multicast. That's a lot of burst.
It must have been a multicast Pyro Strike, and they break it with like a telekinesis, and then they even get the Fade Bolt down. They've got like 4 nukes out of that.
Yeah, that's a lot. This is looking very, very unlikely for LGD, I have to say. I don't even think they have the Slade. With the Doom's itemization, he's not going to be that super carry Doom.
If this was a Midas Doom, like I would say, yeah, it's at least even late game, but this utility Doom and the Weaver who's this far behind, no way have they got the Slade.
Eventually Super gets that Abyssal Blade, you know, like 1 or 2 more items, the AC, maybe the complete Mjolnir, perhaps a BKB. He just goes ham. 1 Abyssal Blade, Weaver's dead. I mean, Weaver's dying without it.
Ancients even. They're just being brutal right now.
They're going to find a big potential kill here. They're Black caught out in the dire woods. He'll fall once. He does have Aegis. Do they go for him again? TPs are coming. There's no Ravage to counter-initiate. There's no Black. Now caught out in a very important turnaround, perhaps. The Mystic Flare coming through. Big damage zone. He's got Deafening Blast. Casts it. Not enough.
Yeah. The mech from the Tide tried to help him out a little bit.
But simultaneously bottom. Oh, they can't get Sylar.
Weaver is just so poor. 2 and 6.
It's a tough Weaver game. Like I was mentioning earlier, if you don't have a good start, they just have so much lockdown for them.
That's a lot of gold for that Invoker kill, though. 1,400 gold going the Radiant team's way. That rubber band effect, man.
That is a big rubber band. Ooh. And that was also the Aegis down.
Yeah.
It had 2 minutes left. I don't really know if they were going to be, like, I don't think they had a timing there to really do much with the Aegis, but just getting rid of it and getting that kill is still very important.
Ogre Rubik, these 2 supports, even 20 minutes in the game, this is normally where you see supports like just stick with their cause, have decided we can still gank, we can still find kills on our own, and...
Here's your FY Blink, though. It's ready to rock and roll.
That's when things get fun.
I'll be picking that puppy up momentarily, and unless they find him, like, right now. I'll head to the side shop just now to buy it.
So it looks like Vici Gaming will get dewatered though in the enemy jungle. There's small victories going LGD's way, but they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Yeah, the brew play from Yao has just not really been very effective, and I feel a lot of where this game turned, guys, it goes back to that earlier smoke where they just got ambushed. Ice was waiting to cancel the Sand Key initiation up here, and they just had a perfect start. There's a fight in the Radiant jungle.
Sunstrike is good. He leads with the Mjolnir. Mjolnir damage is pretty big, but...
He just killed him with the Mjolnir.
And MMY, he's done for. He's got no blink, no burrow.
Off with your head. In the other side of the Radiant jungle, Sylar also on the run. FY gets stolen Sakuchi. Now they bloodlust him for a super fast Rubik.
Yeah, could see a blink telekinesis. He's going to go for it. That's a tier 2 tower that you're tanking.
That's a little ballsy. I guess there's no backup though. At the same time, mid lane, Ingelite caught out by Black, trying to pursue him with Cold Snap. Not quite enough though.
Yeah, Black may just go for the tier 2 here, but doesn't he be a bit concerned about the Doom from the high ground? Blink is available. And there's, well, backup for Vici Gaming though. So Doom not going to make a play on this one. Not without the sanction alive.
Oh, what a fitting game for Wraith King to go off. Zai is laughing in the chat, and your undefeated Wraith King player celebrating another good performance for one of his favorite heroes.
Alright, Super gonna TP top. His farm is just getting colossal right now. Mionia, 2k gold. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any answer to this Wraith King at any point this game. Compare that to the Radiant carry. Weaver, 7.7k net worth.
Literally, barely more than half. Or barely less than half. Sorry, barely more than half, barely less than double. Jeez.
You're right the first time.
Overthinking it. But yeah, it's... Weaver's fucking poor, dude. Can we just say that much? He's really poor.
I think that's pretty accurate. So LGD going to just make a move towards the top tier 1, thinking there's no way we fight Vici Gaming. They can take a tier 2, we'll take a tier 1. That's a good trade for us. But we'll see if they can even get this tier 1 up top. It's still pretty healthy.
Dire's top tower is under
they haven't got the whole Vici Gaming team distracted bottom lane. They could look to defend this top lane if they wanted to. Super has TP in 10 seconds.
End of the day, it's still going to be a tier 2 for tier 1 if they just trade cleanly, which it looks like they will. Still, I'd say a win here overall for Vici, but it's nice for LGD just to get some income, given how darn poor that Weaver is.
Just complete abandonment of the top tier 1, and LGD gonna even start poking at this tier 2 maybe, but that's where Vici are like, okay. We got Necro 3, we have Forged Spirits. We can even get some Alacrity going in this shit. Let's get this tier 3.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Now we're just cursing for the hell of it. Here we go. Yeah, Necro 3 online, as you mentioned, gods, and it's a max exhort for black. They need to focus this Invoker. As much of the problem Super has become, it's black who will just ruin them if they're not careful. And Ice is there to protect them.
You've got the backup of the Ravage. This is...
Tower's already down. They're gonna devour one of those Necro minions. Pretty nice for Angelina. Too bad you can't get their abilities.
Tower deny. That's what I'm talking about. That's not gonna.
That'd be pretty cool if you could get like Last Will and the Super Mana Burn. Too bad. Actually, that'd probably be OP.
Okay. So black gonna TP back. It seems no Aegis, no real intent to break the high ground. They've got so much money banked on multiple heroes, like 1500 on your Tide. Good 3k on your Wraith King. So this lead is not exactly ideal for pushing the high ground when so much of the lead is just banked up in excess gold.
Yeah, the main thing that they could want to wait for is just that refresher on Tide. He's not that far off, and it's a very big item for breaking the base. Outside of that, though, they're in great position here. If they want to farm for late game, they still have plenty of room to grow. If they want to fight now, they can do that too, but they're going to get caught up for Ice. He will retreat to the south. Trying to survive through this damage. Epicenter coming through. He's bloodlusted, I think, and just slightly out of range here. Looks like he still will go down in the end. Another blink forward. It's going to be close. They do get the kill. Denied, though, in the end by FY.
He's stunned up. He's got another Shukuchi in a few seconds. I don't think there's really much detection at this point. They weren't ready for the Shukuchi still. Yeah, as Primal split, but he BKB. That's not exactly the most effective BKB use. May just have to ulti to get out of this one alive. In July, pulled up, pulled
Mind
back.
you, this is without Black, who's just slowly creeping towards the fight.
And he's going to run right into this Garrett mage. That's not a juke spot. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, man. Poor Skara.
I can't
3 for 1?
You can't see me.
They didn't even get to Ravage that fight. That's like a good fight for LGD, you know,
Black
on
has
paper.
Necros, so this is, I think, a dead Rax. Whip is available.
And they're looking for the sick knockout blow here. FY with the huge long-range grab. Sakuchi, Sunset going to be off the mark, though. Bit of miscommunication. This means the Brew might be allowed to split. Nope, just kidding. Definitely Blast is there. Kill secured. That's 4 dead. And GG, LGD unable to close Vici out. As Vici will force that game forward.
We've had 3 fairly standard one-sided games. Like, we're yet to get that like close nail right, but
at least we got a closer series, though. So yeah, I'll take it.
Vici Gaming, all around good performance, and we're seeing some drafts that aren't going like conventionally as well. Like a first 2-pick Invoker, and well, with the way that it was played here by Black, you can see why.
I love the Wraith King pick. Perfect choice to deal with this Wombo combo, to deal with the Doom pick, and